Okay, yeah, totally. Yeah, preparing for the zombie apocalypse is important. I think it was in Siddhartha,
Hmm.
and the merchant asked him like what his skills were. He said he can uh, meditate and he can fast. And was there another skill, or was it just those two? I think there was three. Was there?
There was three. Let
What was the
me
third?
let me. I can I can
He can
fast.
meditate, he can fast,
And he could wait.
and he can wait. But damn if those aren't the skills that you need to survive the zombie apocalypse. You need to be able to fast, you need to be able to meditate, you need to be able to wait.
Right. Right.
And I said this 2 seconds ago, but for the sake of the video, uh, the zombie apocalypse doesn't necessarily mean zombies or
Right.
any kind of apocalyptic event. If you believe that Revelations is going to happen, you know,
Right.
or that it's already happening,
Right.
like, because we are living in a pre-apocalyptic world right now, and
Right.
there's signs to it everywhere, every
Right.
freaking where.
Right.
Um, and my mom, like I talk about preparing for the zombie apocalypse all the time, and my mom looks at me like I'm crazy when I start talking like that. But I'm dead serious,
Right.
and I think Mike, my stepdad, I think he gets it. He knows what I
Right.
mean.
Right.
I need to prepare for the zombie apocalypse. There are certain things I need to learn because I don't know enough to survive right now.
Right.
Like, clearly. What's going to happen in the zombie apocalypse if, even if you have a vehicle, what happens when it breaks down?
You. Yeah.
Are you going to know how to fix it?
Right.
Are you going to have the tools to be able to fix it?
Right.
How do you know what's broken?
Right.
Those are survival skills. Survival freaking skills. I need to learn how to garden. I need to know what plants are edible,
Yeah.
potential side effects of them are.
Yeah.
I need to know how to build shit.
Yeah.
So that way I can teach other people to build shit for me when
Mhm.
my shit gets crazy.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
these are things we need to learn. These are things we should be learning in high school.
No. You
Yeah,
need to learn. No. You should be learning how to do math. How to be a sheep. Remember?
that's what I have to say to that.
But yeah, I mean that was me being facetious. Of course, that those are things we need to learn. We if we moved away from the technology and went back to our roots and actually
Gathering.
learned how to use our hands,
Right.
I think it should be mandatory that you know your agriculture. But I mean, I also think it's mandatory that you should be fluent in Spanish and English. But it's
That
not the
just
way.
fucking rubs me the wrong way. Like Americans get all like snobby and shit. Well, if you come to our country, you better learn to speak our language. And I'm like, our language?
Yeah, hold on.
Don't you mean your mama's language?
Hold on. Let's think about that for a second. Your language. It's not yours.
You own it.
It's
It's
actually
not
the
called American. It's called English.
right. The British own it.
Dumbass. Our language, my ass.
Huh. And I'm sorry, not to mention that English is derived from every other fucking language. Can we talk about that for a second?
Even people in England know it's rude not to like learn other languages.
I was speaking to one of my
Everyone
coworkers.
in Europe is
Like,
bilingual.
yeah,
I was gonna
I
say
thought.
bipolar. That's what the word that came what I wanted to come out with. Everybody over there is bipolar. Everyone over there is bilingual.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing because it's mandatory. I was speaking to my coworkers from India, and I asked them because they're they're 17 years old, so they're still in high school, and they just transferred over. So I asked them, I was like, do you guys, is English a language that you have to learn in your country? And and the brother said yes. He said we have to learn how to speak English. It's part of our studies. So
You
we
know why?
learn,
But that's basically because the companies are like bringing all the jobs over to India, and so they want to be able to get those jobs, and so they like learn English and like practice English accents and stuff like that. And like being a sales representative or a customer service agent over there is like the best job you can get. And it's a
right,
good paying job. It's the
right,
hours suck because like they have to keep in mind that like, while they're going into work, it's like you got to keep in mind what time is it over here. So whatever time it is for, business hours over here, that's when they're working over there. So they would like work nights like crazy, and the traffic to get into those cities is crazy, and then like they have uh I forget what I watched. It was some documentary, and it was like, and then the fact that, oh, every once in a while like someone decides to like blow up a building. You
right.
know what I'm saying?
No big
It's
deal.
crazy. But, anyway, the whole point is like we need to like not be all high and mighty and think that
That's the thing. Like going back to the zombie apocalypse,
right.
speaking a language is also extremely important because we're going, especially in the United States, because we're going to be running into people who don't speak English. How are you supposed to communicate and let them know that you're not trying to rip their heads off? Like, and I mean that's just like in a theoretical, like actual zombie apocalypse. Like, how do you trust people? And like an actual like apocalyptic sort of like even watch the Book of Eli.
Amigo.
Right,
Yo soy amigo.
right. How do you say friend in like in African though? Like whatever language, like whatever language the countries are from. Yeah.
That's how you say friend.
Okay.
Big ol' fuck off smile and open hands.
Okay. I
In any language, I think. If you smile at someone and you like feel your heart and open your hands, like I feel like that is an unspoken. I feel like people can understand that. I
perhaps.
feel heart. My heart is beating. I'm my hands are open and offering friendship, smiles.
Right.
I feel like that can be understood.
Right.
But people don't give credit to nonverbal communication.
Right.
That's funny. I talked to Mike about lie to me and stuff like that, and how like interrogation techniques eventually will be um, evolved to the point where they don't even need you to speak a word. See, they Jedi mind trick you into talking, even though they read you your Miranda rights.
Right.
It's like anything you can say can and will be used against you. But then they Jedi mind trick you into talking.
Right.
Well, what if that doesn't work? How are they going to do it then?
Right.
They're going to either beat the shit out of you,
Right.
or they're going to hire people who are psychologists to
Right.
like read your reactions.
Right.
Which in that case, a good skill to learn for the zombie apocalypse is actors neutral. If you stay in actors neutral in your
Yeah.
face and in your body,
Yeah.
they can't accuse you of anything because you're not
Right.
giving them any information.
Right.
So again, preparing for the zombie apocalypse, because it might look like a Dawn of the Dead, or it might look like V for Vendetta.
Right.
You
Right.
know,
Either way, you still got people chasing you.
either way, we're fucked. Is the
Yeah.
point? Prepare for the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
It's important, and it's happening right now.